Welcome to Hypnosis Health Info. I'm Roger Moore. There was a pretty interesting article yesterday in WebMD. It was January 9th of 2013, and the title of the article is Americans Sicker Compared to Other Wealthy Nations. And this is just part of the article. You can find the full article in my blog post. I'll have a link to it. But it says that Americans die younger and have higher rates of many types of diseases and injuries than people in other high-income countries. The health of Americans is far worse than the health of people in other countries, despite the fact that we spend more money on health care. This has been going on since 1980 and getting progressively worse. The health disadvantage exists at all ages from birth to age 75 and in all socioeconomic groups, even those who are insured and college educated and have high incomes seem to be in worse health than people in other nations. Overall, American men live 4 years less than men in certain other high-income countries, and women live 5 years less than women in certain other countries. According to the report, the U.S. is at or near the bottom in 9 key health areas, including infant death and low birth weight, injuries and murders, teenage pregnancies and sexually transmitted infections, prevalence of HIV and AIDS, drug-related deaths, obesity and diabetes, heart disease, chronic lung disease, and disability. Specifically, children born in the U.S. are less likely to reach their 5th birthday than kids from certain other countries. Americans are more likely to take part in certain unhealthy behaviors, such as eating high-fat, high-caloric diets and not wearing seatbelts. There is action that can be taken at the individual, family, community, and national levels that can address the various conditions. For example, there are recommendations about the importance of healthy food choices and weight management that can help prevent obesity and diabetes. The numbers are stark and should serve as a wake-up call. Some of these things that we are dying from were self-inflicted, such as obesity. And actually, folks, you know, most of the things on this list are self-inflicted. They're things that they're unhealthy behaviors, unhealthy lifestyles that we engage in that lead to disease and death. And the solution is not about treating obesity and the diseases of obesity. The solution is in preventing, doing the things that we need to do to create healthy eating. And you know, folks, when we start making changes in our thoughts and our emotions and ultimately in our behaviors, and we get serious about giving care to ourselves, giving care to our children and our nation with healthy eating and with exercise, then other things are going to fall into place. And we're going to have less diabetes, and we're going to have less cancer, and we're going to have less heart disease and all the other diseases that are related to obesity, as well as other unhealthy behaviors. And it's not a matter of just going on a diet or following this diet or that diet. It truly is about changing our thoughts, changing our emotions so that we can change our behaviors. And in fact, I just had somebody in here this morning that last year had lap band surgery, and they started losing weight and doing great, and they now weigh 10 pounds more than they did prior to the surgery. They've put just all the weight back on plus more, and she's scared to death about continuing to balloon up. Well, she made changes that forced alterations in her eating, but she didn't do any work to change her thoughts, to change her emotions, so she could change her behavior. And it's amazing how many golf ball sized servings of Haagen-Dazs somebody with a lap band or gastric bypass surgery can eat in a day and put the weight back on. And so here at Slender for Life and at Hypnosis Health Info, we teach people the self-hypnosis tools to change thoughts, to change emotions and ultimately change behaviors so that we can put America on top of being one of the leading nations in health and living longer because of how we give and give care to our bodies and how we treat our bodies. And you know, eating the fast foods and the processed foods and eating out in the restaurants, the huge quantities of high caloric and high alcohol foods is literally killing us. The fact that 65% of our population is overweight is literally killing us. We can change that. And it's not about treatment of the diseases. It's not about treatment of, okay, now I'm fat, what am I going to do about it? How do I treat it? It's not about treatment. It's about changing it, ending it, and preventing it. And you can do that with hypnosis. Change your thoughts. Change your emotions. Change your behavior. Start eating healthy, exercising, take the weight off, and then easily maintain your ideal healthy weight throughout the rest of your life. So I'd love to talk to you more about that and supporting you in doing that. If you're here in the Seattle area, you can come to this office here in the Medical Dental Building in downtown Seattle. Also, I have an office where I live over on Bainbridge Island. Happy to see you there. Once a month I'm out on the coast in Forks. And if you live too far away, then I have clients across the U.S. and around the world via Skype and phone and internet. So together we can create a program that will support you in achieving your goal, taking the weight off, and most importantly, keeping it off. So let's make America one of the healthiest nations, not one of the sickest and most dying nations. I'm Roger Moore, and this is Hypnosis Health Info.